Reporting tasks are great for monitoring what's happening within data flows. In this demo, we will see how to integrate and work with them, and how to use the site-to-site protocol to send out the collected information via email or to another NiFi instance. Alright, what we're going to do in particular is, we will let us send the bullet-in loggings per email, which will also get shown in the UI. If you're interested in receiving other information, check out other reporting tasks collecting different kind of metrics. The approach is always quite similar. For this use case, we're going to use site-to-site reporting tasks, which means that the reporting tasks are continually running in the background to collect data and to send this data to an input port on the canvas, whether it's the same or a remote NiFi instance. That's really powerful, as now you can use all the NiFi capabilities to process this data. For this, we first need to configure the site-to-site connection in the NiFi properties file. We want to point to one and the same machine. We just need to populate the host with the current hostname. And as a port, you need to enter another free port. Once this is done, we can start up Apache NiFi. We can see again our current data flow, including the just added monitor activity and put email processor. First, let's drop an input port on the canvas in order to allow another NiFi instance to push data to this local instance. In our case, this another NiFi instance is also our local instance. Let's just adjust the name and call it monitoring. This name we later need for the configuration of the reporting task. The input port will then connect to the put email processor, which has now two upstream connections. So let's now open the controller settings in the global menu. There we navigate to the reporting tasks and add a new one by clicking the plus sign. Now you get proposed the currently 12 existing reporting tasks. As we wanted to receive triggered bullet-ins via email, let's choose the site-to-site bullet-in reporting task. Through the little pencil sign we can enter the configuration. Here we need to adapt three properties. The destination URL, which is our current local instance, so we can copy and paste it from the browser. The input port name, this was monitoring. And the instance URL, which is the same hostname and the port we just configured in the configuration file for the site-to-site connections. In the settings tab, we further see to schedule these reporting tasks every 5 seconds in order to receive a quick testing result, applying these changes and starting the reporting task. Before we start the data flow, let's further increase the bullet-in logging level of one of the processors. I do it for the put file processor and set it to debug, which is the highest level. Let's also disable the monitor activity processor in order to only receive messages coming from the reporting task. Alright, then let's start the entire data flow. We can see that our inbox is filling up with messages initiated by the bullet-in reporting task. If we open one of those emails, we can see the bullet-in in a JSON format. Of course, in the real world, you would transfer this file to make it more readable. However, for verification purposes, we can stop the put email processor and view and structure the content also directly in NiFi. As we can see and as expected, this is a debug message coming from the put file processor.